Reading is one of the most important skills a child can learn. Well, how can parents help reinforce the strategies teachers are using in the classroom to teach reading? Well, this week on Dateline Schools, we can learn about some of these reading strategies as we talk with RESA's language arts consultant, Jennifer Evans. And Jennifer, how important is it for these kids to develop good reading skills to use for the rest of their lives?
Oh, it's extremely important. You know, one of the things that I'm really striving for is helping kids to develop that love of reading. I think somewhere along the lines in the last several years we've gone awry in our desire to do that in education. And so I think it's really important to bring back that lifelong love of learning, and reading and writing is at the heart of it.
And I mean, really, that's a skill that carries over. It doesn't matter what you do in life, you've got to be able to read.
Absolutely. You know, from a perspective of just enjoyment and storytelling, I always start with the kids talking about their storytelling abilities. We all have stories to tell, and we all love hearing stories, reading stories, watching stories on the big screen. They're all connected, and that's our culture. That's where we've come from. And so trying to tap into that, as well as the skills necessary to continue to develop the higher expectations and levels of, reading that is being placed on our children today with educational standards. It's really very important that kids develop that love so they can pursue through these more difficult texts that they're expected to read.
But my guess is it isn't something we can just leave with the teachers. We know we have a lot of parents that say, well, hey, they're learning that in the classroom, let them deal with it. They're the ones that are supposed to be teaching them.
Well, I mean, most of us develop and do things based on our own experiences. So if we're a parent who's had a bad experience in education, that's not going to be an area they want to spend a lot of time with their child, right? We like to do what we like to do and what we're good at. From the perspective of thinking about the amount of time that we spend with kids. We only spend in the classroom about 15% of their life from the time they're 5 years old to 16 years old. That means 85% of the time is spent with their families and with their parents. So it's definitely a partnership, and crucial that we work together to develop these skills and develop that love.
We'll be back with more tomorrow. For Dateline Schools, I'm Terry Harrington.